Hey, hey, Gommies Workshop. How you doing? It's that time of year when everyone is, I shouldn't really walk out of shop, that's being really rather rude. It's that time of year where everyone's been full of festive joy. Yeah, skin your bloody hook. In the anodisers yesterday, I've got all my anodising back. Today, I'm going to put together the skeleton gun thing. Is the best way to describe it. It's starting to get complicated to get splash anodising done, and most of the companies I've contacted don't want to do it, and I said I'd do all the masking myself, but they don't want to give me the resist solution or the masking solution for me to do the process with. They want to do it themselves, and they're threatening to charge me millions of pounds, so I don't think it's going to happen, which is a real shitter. Still, never mind. So I'm going to get some bits out, lay them out, put them all down, and we'll do a little step-by-step film, something like that, I think, yeah. Anyway, I'll see you in a second with all the bits laid out. So, here's the return of all the anodised parts. Here's my box of bits. Technically, it's going to take about 5 minutes to put the entire thing back together, but we're just going to take our time, choose some aftermarket detents. I've got a big box of detents here somewhere, going to have a fiddle through them. And we're going to slot it back together, get it all up and running, and I'll sort of show you as we go along. It's not exactly going to be stop motion photography, it's more just going to be photography. Yeah. See? Richard bloody Hammond, what are you like? I keep getting nondescript. Anyway, enjoy, and okay. So what have I got to show you? Oh, wait a minute. You'll be lucky if you could see it. I ain't got my microscope with me. Anyway, remember this morning I brought in, or video before, because you wouldn't know what time it was, the anodisey bits. Oh, are you ready? How's that? Oh yeah, baby. I've just made this barrel up. I've done it with the smallest freak inserts I've ever done. I think the whole idea here is when the ball goes in, right at the beginning, is to give it that little bit of a champagne cork effect. So it's up the barrel and out. And with that, see this this red chamber here at the back is not a epiphany chamber. This is one of my own chambers. But because of course everything comes apart in about 3 seconds, you can change this red chamber. So it's going to come with an epiphany chamber and different inserts. Because I'm using the larger mechanical valve, which are much more higher volume and much more higher flow rate, I can run a smaller inside chamber, which means I can run at a higher pressure, which means I can run a short barrel at the front. For a change, I've actually fitted this one with a clip-hard QEV. I don't know if there's really much point to it, because I can't control the dwell on this. Well, as a matter of fact, I can control the dwell by adjusting the trigger stops, also adjust the dwell and how much actuation there is on the valve, but I'm still experimenting with that at the moment. But you've not come here to hear me bleeding waffle on, have you? You've come here because you want to see me shoot things. Okay, children, now then, as it happens. Jimmy Savile, you fucking bastard. I made a bloody lifetime's ambition out of copying you, walking up the people going, now then, as it happens. But now, I'm going to have to fall back on my old favourite, which is Tommy Cooper. Just like that. Before it turns out he's gone round, I don't know, touching girls. Oh. Once I get the trigger set up, I think the walking bit might come with it, but the QEV has definitely made it faster. Now, remember this bugger, all you need to do to take the whole gun apart is just drop this nut here, drop this screw here, and the whole thing just falls apart in your hands. with access to everything for cleaning. Don't go on about how we might get water in there, because you can shoot this underwater. It's like the Block 17. Take it swimming with you, stick a spear in the front as a harpoon gun. Yeah, yeah. Although, with a big compressed air bottle on there, would you get under the water? And that's probably why those divers wear those big lead belts. I just thought it was a fashion accessory. And just something else I quickly want to show you. Our Duncan, are you listening? Have you got your hearing aided? he's gonna pick on me so much at the next game. He sent me up a McDeath bolt. He had been sent a picture from someone who had made a McDeath bolt. It looked like a PTFE one, and then they put black rubber O-rings on it as the frictional surface. Here's the thing, right? PTFE, incredibly, really, woo, Torval and Dean, slippery as ice, right? Rubber, really grippy, which is why we have rubber on our tyres. You go and look at your motorcycle, look at the tyres, they're made from rubber. There's a reason why they're made from rubber. Rubber, really grippy. Whoa, grip. Spider-Man up the side of the wall. PTFE, not grippy. So, here's the thing. If you're going to make a bolt out of PTFE, you don't put any O-rings on it. You have a really incredibly close tolerance. The PTFE seals itself. But if you're going to make a bolt that you need to put O-rings on and produce a really good seal, don't use rubber O-rings. Use PTFE O-rings. That's it, you've got it. PTFE O-rings. It's O-rings that's made from PTFE. Funny that, isn't it? That's why it's called PTFE O-rings. Anyway, I've done the same thing as this chap's done. I've just recessed slightly by a couple of microns, lifted up the O-ring area. I've inserted these O-ring grooves, fitted them with these PTFE seals. So now the only contact area with this is these two PTFE seals here. It's quite nice, but I must admit this is one situation where I'd like to have the entire marker, just to know where the bump stop should be. Should that O-ring be going back into this receiver? I don't know, and without having the marker here, I don't know. So Duncan, when you get it, give it a good try. Let me know what the coup is. This other chap was saying that because he put these rubber O-rings on, he found an extra 10 feet per second. Mate, check the size of your paintballs. Bye!